What's good, everybody? The voice of the WGC back in the building. And let's go ahead and take another dive into the WWE 2K24 rumor mill. So, it appears that the talk of the town, the main rumor being discussed right now is that WWE 2K24 could be dedicated to honoring the career of Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt. And this was reposted by Wrestling World CC, but the one taking all the credit for it, the one who says that he put this out first, is Bad Bunny. Not the actual Bad Bunny, but the imposter. You know, Mr. Engagement farming himself. You know, the 2K leaker. So if this ends up being false, then hey, you know who said it first. He's taking all the credit for it. He said it first, so hey, so be it. Have at it. So don't come at Wrestling World if anything, if this ends up being false. But yeah, and here's what I gotta say about this. That would be a great thing and all, but at the same time, there would be a lot of holes in this showcase. I mean, I'm not going down the entire list, but let's keep it a stack. Let's start off with Jericho. The feud he had with Jericho. A lot of people forget about that. Guess where Jericho is at right now? He's signed with All Elite Wrestling, AEW. Feud with Bryan Danielson. I love a steel cage match. Remember it like it was yesterday. Guess where Danielson is at? Guess where Daniel Bryan is at? He's in AEW. All Elite Wrestling. Oh, what about that? What about Dean Ambrose? You know, Shield versus the Wyatt family. Where is John Moxley currently signed with? You guessed it, AEW. Oh, what about the Wyatt family itself? Well, Luke Harper, aka the Exalted One, before he unfortunately passed away, he was signed with All Elite Wrestling. So, in order to make this the most beautiful, the best showcase, the best way to honor Bray Wyatt, you would have to find a way to strike a deal with All Elite Wrestling and Tony Khan. And what are the chances of that? And I'm just saying, because when you talk about honoring somebody, that means you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears into it. Would you rather have a showcase? Would you rather have a Bray Wyatt showcase that feels like they just randomly threw some shit together? Or would you rather have a great showcase with all of his most notable feuds? Everybody being featured in it. What would you rather have? And also to add on to that, this wasn't even their main focus to begin with. Because y'all gotta realize, the minute that a new 2K comes out, they're already almost back to work on the next 2K. They have roughly 6 to 9 months to work on the next game. So, if this is really what they're doing, they essentially had to backtrack and scrap everything they were planning and then make a new showcase centered around Bray Wyatt, which goes back to my original point. They could just bullshit their way through it, and it could be a half-ass showcase. And is that what you want, WGC? Is that what you truly want? Because, like I said, the John Cena showcase, like, it was straight, but there were a lot of holes in that too. Showcase mode in general. I wouldn't even be mad if the mode just left for good. You're just doing the same objectives over and over and over again. I would like a compelling story, something to really reel me in and be like, oh shit, like, just be very suspenseful. You never know what's gonna happen next. Like season mode or Road to WrestleMania, those type of things. I miss that, man. And I don't really think Showcase really delivers that nowadays. But if you do plan on doing this, you're gonna have to bring the big guns. But who's to say that this isn't all smokescreen? Who's to say that all the focus isn't on my faction? Because that's been my thought since WWE 2K22 when they first introduced the mode to begin with. I told y'all front and center what their plans was and what they were focused on. I told y'all that they wanted to make my faction a juggernaut. And look what's going on now. Everywhere you look, it's always my faction. My faction, my faction, my faction. You log into the game, you're experiencing so many problems throughout the game. You're asking 2K to fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this, fix this. But what's always getting updated? My faction. Check this out. They got multiple calendar dates, multiple live events for my faction, but look at the state of the rest of the game. There's plenty of problems that still exist in universe mode. There's plenty of problems that still exist in the creation suite. Your online servers are fucking dog shit. Still. But it's all about my faction. And y'all think that we're the only ones talking about this. You think that it's only on sanctioned TV, that there's nobody else that thinks this way. But heads up. Here's one of, or the most well-known creator right now. What's the status? And he said, I won't be surprised if my faction in WWE 2K24 has exclusive characters, not just alternative versions / attires. This is coming from what's the status now? This is coming from what's the status? This isn't coming from just unsanctioned TV though. This is coming from what's the status? I'm telling y'all. Man, it's not looking good. It is not looking good. And let's not forget, their initial plan was to add the Fiend to my faction. Like I mentioned this multiple times. Like I said, it got so bad that the consumers made a petition, and it got almost 500 signatures, and it was for 2K to make the Fiend a fully playable character and not make him a my faction exclusive. And they were planning on adding him to my faction, but they just removed the slot. And let's backtrack a little bit. Remember WWE 2K20, the Bump in the Night DLC? How many years are you going to make us pay for the Fiend? Making us pay for him, making us unlock him via packs. Like, what's up with all these obstacles, 2K? And who's to say they don't pull the same stunt in 2K24? Do you actually want to honor Bray Wyatt? Or do you want to just milk the consumer? What do you really want to do here? Because do not rule out the possibility of them locking multiple versions of Bray Wyatt behind my faction. Do not rule out that possibility. Because just because we care about these wrestlers, that doesn't mean that the higher ups of 2K and Take Two Interactive, that doesn't mean that they care about them too. All they see is dollar signs. And y'all gotta realize that. I mean, come on now. Pay-per-view going on right now as we speak. Crown Jewel. Everybody's asking, oh, I will, where's this, where's that? Oh, I would love to play in the Crown, if in 2023 Crown Jewel Arena. Oh, is there any possible way you could have the World Heavyweight Championship? The new World Heavyweight Championship to WWE 2K23, but guess what? You gotta wait a whole nother year for new titles and a whole nother year for new arenas. Meanwhile, my faction is seeing consistent updates. Just let that sink in, y'all. Just let that sink in for a minute. I'm curious. I am really curious to see where they go with this. I'm really curious. But who knows? This could all up this could just end up all being bullshit. Because I mean we gotta realize who we're dealing with here. I'm about to end the video soon, but I'm gonna just show y'all once again who you're dealing with. So there's a user named Moistman on Twitter, and apparently he he acted as one of the insiders for the bunny. Check this out. This is for y'all if you need a laugh, man. I'm telling you, this shit is about to have you cracking up, bro. Anyone ever heard of an idiot by the name of King Antonio? Well, ever since May, I have been one of his insiders. I have no ties to WWE games, and he has zero sources. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Here's one of this. Here's one of the. Let me see. God damn it, where is this shit at? All right, here's one of the screenshots right here. So he posted a fake office pic, making it look like he worked at 2K. Hey, so I know you were a bit skeptical about me working at 2K. I was able to sneak a quick picture of one of our offices on the outskirts of Sacramento called Peachtree. You can show anyone this. You can't show anyone this pic though. And then the bunny responds, "Awesome, bro. I look forward to an exciting year with you." And then Moist responds, "Likewise, bruh." And this is the 2K insider, bruh. This is your 2K insider. This is the leaker. Somebody that just goes around believing everything they see and passing on that information. And then when it ends up being false, they go on a blocking spree and a deleting spree. And then you want people to feel bad for you. Oh, you don't know the hard work that us leakers have to go through. You don't know the hardships that we face. It's like, come on, bro. You're doing this to yourself at this point. Like, come on now. Your engagement farming is clear as day. My guy, you have your impressions as your cover photo. It's clear as day that clout is your drug. You lost in the sauce, my guy. Y'all gotta realize this social media shit is not real. Do not let it consume you. So yeah. If you're wondering why he doesn't list off his sources, then this is why. Because he doesn't have any. Hey, shout out to Moist for this, bruh. And that's not even it. That's not even it. I got one more, bruh. I got one more. You lied again. Hashtag GTA 6. Heart emoji, fire emoji, check emoji, trailer, fire emoji, gun emoji, gun emoji. It's gonna breaking the fucking internet. Wi-Fi emoji, One thing's for sure, the trailer will be released in the October/November gap window. Definitely expect to see a full reveal before #November 2nd. Oh my goodness. So not only have you been lying about WWE 2K news and acting like you're a WWE 2K leaker or WWE 2K insider, but you're also lying about Grand Theft Auto. You're trying to manipulate. You're trying to brainwash two communities at once. What's today? November 4th? Damn. Well, it's past November 2nd the last time I checked, and there's still no GTA 6 trailer. There's still no GTA 6 reveal. You're full of shit. It's all speculation. You're just pulling shit out of your ass. That's all this is. That's why I say, y'all gotta be careful who y'all trust out here, man. Y'all gotta be careful who y'all trust out here. Real talk. But let's go ahead and check the Rockstar Games page just to be sure. Just to be sure. I'm pretty sure there's nothing, but let's go ahead and check because surely he's the leaker. Surely he's the bunny. He could never do any wrong, right? I haven't seen anything about GTA 6. All I see is GTA 5 and Red Dead. Y'all see anything? Y'all see anything yet? All I see is GTA 5 and Red Dead. Y'all see anything? Y'all see anything about GTA 6 yet? I don't see anything. Let's go all the way down. Like, I don't see anything about GTA 6. Damn, we're in September. Let's go ahead and scroll a little bit more. We're in August now. Still nothing about GTA 6. Damn. Let's go ahead and go a little bit further. Back in July, back in June. Let's go. Let's just keep going, man. Let's just keep going. We're back in May. We're back in May. Damn, Red Dead still, GTA 5 still. Which proves that nobody fucking knows anything about GTA 6 except Rockstar themselves. Like I said, I'm ready for GTA 6. I know this game is going to be beautiful. I want this game to come out. I really do. But you cannot believe everything you see out here. A good chunk of these so-called insider pages are just looking for clout, looking for a couple of quick likes. There's a couple of folks you can trust, but this is not one of them. This is not one of them. Especially when it comes to Grand Theft Auto. Come on, bro. There's people with 100 times the engagement that you get, and even they don't know shit about Grand Theft Auto 6 yet. So how are you getting this information before anybody else? And just the same thing I said about 2K and EA Sports. Do you know how much revenue that these companies bring in? Do you know how much money that Rockstar Games is making off of shark cards? Do you know how much? Because it's a lot. And if they're going to continue making money off of these shark cards, trust me, GTA 6 is the least of their concerns. You don't know shit about this game, buddy. This game, GTA 5 has been on multiple console generations. We've seen GTA 5 on the Xbox 360, the PS3, the PS4, the Xbox One, and now the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. It's the shark cards, bruh. It's the shark cards. You don't know anything about GTA 6, so stop acting like you do. And you damn sure don't know anything about WWE 2K. Sitting here trying to argue with actual next makers and acting like you know more than them. Y'all be careful out here in these Twitter streets, in these YouTube streets, man. Because when this time rolls around, March 2024, and if a lot of this shit ends up being false, just watch how he acts. It's the same shit every single year. Post a whole bunch of bullshit. They get confronted about said bullshit. Then they get mad, go on a huge blocking spree. They want you to feel sorry for them. They start blaming their inside source that they never had. Then they start blaming 2K, say, "Oh, they nixed the plans at the last minute," when they were never even planning that in the entirety of the developmental process. That never even crossed their mind. Like I said, we're all fans of these games, but be careful with your sources. I'm not a hater. I'm not jealous. I'm just calling it like I see it. I want everybody to eat. I want everybody to grow. But this is not the way to grow. By fabrication, by trying to manipulate multiple communities, by raking in multiple gullible individuals and acting like you're the top guy when it comes to gaming news. This isn't the way to do it, man. It would be better if when you actually saw something, you would try your best to be the first one on it. Like whenever 2K puts something out, boom, you already have a video out within the next 3 minutes. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. But just making up random shit. Oh, WWE 2K24 is going to feature 10 new match types. Just random shit that you're just pulling out of your ass. This is not the way to go. Like I said, at the end of the day, we're all fans of these communities. But it's better to grow a natural audience the right way than to maneuver like this and gain an audience that you could potentially lose all at once because of misinformation. But with that being said, we'll see what happens next in this episode of the WWE 2K24 Rumor Report. And before I head out, I want to shout out my dog. This is Smizzy. Left a comment on the My Faction video. He said, modders and COD community members have been the backbone of this game since 2K15. Only time when they actually worked with them and made the game fun for everybody was 2K19. After that, the game went to shit, and the devs got real quiet, especially with 2K20. And it took the community to put the games on their back and modding the game to break it open and make it fun and accessible to everyone who can use it. So much so that they've cracked the code and are porting and releasing animations from older games with relative ease when a multi-billion, not million, but $1 billion franchise can't even be bothered to leave animations or entrances or entrance motions in a game that people pay $60 to $70 every yearly for. Remind me again as to why we should take anything out of 2K's mouth seriously. That's why motherfuckers have been sticking with 2K19, or they just buy the game on PC when the prices drop and not pay for this broken ass game on launch and wait for the modding slash COD community to once again make the game something to actually enjoy. Appreciate you guys for putting the work and exposing the shady shit this company has been pulling, especially with this release. Some real shit, man. See, real recognize real, man. A lot of y'all may view this as negativity, but I'm one of you. I'm a part of the WGC just like you are. But I don't want to flood this channel with misinformation. I want to give y'all the truth. And I want to be a spokesman for the WGC. I want better. I want great wrestling games. Like I said about AEW Fight Forever. Or any game that's going to be similar to that. Whether it's WWE 2K, AEW Fight Forever, whatever. I just want great wrestling games. Like I said multiple times, Do you really think that I enjoy sitting here, having to repeat myself consistently, constantly, every single time? Oh, I'm not getting my hopes up. Oh, it's the same shit every single year. Oh, it's going to be the same game. Oh, it's just the same 2K. Oh, it's the same AW5 forever. Do you really think I love doing that shit? I mean, I love putting y'all on game and giving y'all the truth, but when it comes to an action, when it comes to me being a consumer, that doesn't do well for me because you buy a game to have fun. You buy a game to have fun. And if these games are going to be half-assed, lackluster, subpar, bare bones, whatever you want to describe them as, every single year, then that's not fun. Let's keep it a stack. 2K, they would be in the gutter right now if it wasn't for the modders. He brought up an excellent point. Which I've covered on the channel also. There's people out here who found a way to port old animations for whether it's SmackDown versus Raw or older wrestling games, whatever. SmackDown versus Raw, WWE 13, WWE 14, all these older wrestling games, they managed to find a way to port all these animations from those games into WWE 2K23. The modders are always hard at work. The modders are always feeding the community. Every single year. The modders have been the backbone of 2K and they will continue to. You strip away community creations and you tell 2K to do even half of what these modders are doing. And see how that goes. Don't discredit these modders. You may say you love this, but it's the modders feeding the game. It's not 2K updating the hair, updating the tattoos, giving you new arenas, giving you new gear, new attires. That's not 2K. That's the modders. Now watch how quick these modders give you crown jewel content. Watch how quick these modders give you crown jewel content. They do it at the blink of an eye. Meanwhile, 2K wants to lock everything behind my faction. Y'all gotta realize who's really here for you. Y'all gotta really sit down and realize that. Because if the modders ever sat down and ever got exhausted and they said, you know what? I'm tired. I've been breaking my back for this damn game, breaking my back for this community for so many fucking years. I'm tired of it. If they ever sat down and they ever said, you know what? I'm done. I don't feel like modding anymore. I give up. What would we have? Because you can keep poking the bear all you want and be like, hey 2K, can you add this? Can you add this? Can you add this? Can you add this? They're not going to budge. So make sure you think next time before you give 2K all the credit. Make sure you give these modders their respect. Alright? But with that being said, we'll see what happens next on this next episode of the WWE 2K24 Rumor Report. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment, and share this video, and stay along for this long-ass journey because there's going to be a lot more rumors. Oh, believe me, there's going to be a lot more rumors out here. A lot more rumors floating around in the wild. We'll be covering the rumors, and we'll be covering the actual real information. So make sure y'all keep it locked here for all your wrestling gaming news. It's Unsanctioned TV, and we out here. One love. God bless. See you in the next one. Peace.